everyone. Welcome to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. I'm Scott Jordan. Tonight it's Arena Championship Series Central from the Amica Mutual Pavilion in Providence, Rhode Island. The series is led by Brandon Vinson, and a driver making his Monster Jam debut tonight in Dragon is Brandon Arthur. First competition is racing the bracket Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Just Get Her Done, Megalodon Dragon, Terminal Velocity, Thunder Roars, and Gravedigger versus Wildside. And as we begin the competition here out of Christmas, Florida, Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and her opponent is Brandon Tolochka in Just Get Her Done 2, and we are ready to rock tonight in Providence, Rhode Island. Racing has begun, and the first of the corner is Just Get Her Done 2. So Brandon Tolochka, now he goes a little bit too narrow on the turn, hits the pod, that's going to cost him, and Jamie Sullivan now clear shot to the finish line. So the young rookie driver getting a big win here tonight, and Monster Mutt Dalmatian advances. Next up, out of Wisconsin, Michaela Tolochka in Megalodon. And here is the aforementioned rookie Brandon Arthur in Dragon, stepping in for Cody Saucier. Both a little timid, getting off the line. Brandon now hits the throttle and puts it into gear. He's got the lead right now. This would be an upset. Two rookies going at it, and Brandon Arthur makes a great impact in his Monster Jam debut. He will advance to the semifinal round. Our next competitor out of Clarion, Pennsylvania, Tony Oakes in the brand new Thunderoris. And out of Grandy, North Carolina, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. This one is going to be a good one. They've been battling all season long. And John Zimmer Jr. takes a nice lane, but it's Tony Oakes with the lead halfway through. Final corner, Oakes trying to keep it hanging, but it is Terminal Velocity made the push around that final corner and gets the win. John Zimmer Jr. will advance. Our final matchup in this round, the 2022 World Finals Racing Champion Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger, and he goes up against former Rookie of the Year Zack Garner in Wildside. Winner takes the final spot in the semifinal round, and Brandon Vinson goes wide. Wildside takes a tight corner, and we are even at the halfway point, but Wildside slow it down a little bit, and Brandon Vinson gonna make up the ground. He is gonna take the win, and he will advance. Our bracket for the semifinals, Monster Mutt Dalmatian up against Dragon, and Terminal Velocity going up against Gravedigger. So here's Brandon Arthur, who made it into this round by beating another rookie in Michaela Tolochka, and he now takes on Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. So two rookies going at it, and Brandon a little slow on the throttle to get off the line. If Jamie Sullivan can keep it up, she's slowing down low too, and Dragon again with the lead. Brandon Arthur taking advantage of the opportunity, but look at the catch-up from Jamie Sullivan, and she is going to take the win. What a great finish. Our final race here in this round is going to be Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger, and he goes up against John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. These two are 1 and 2 in the series points. The winner will head up to the pod to meet Monster Mutt Dalmatian, and Brandon Vinson going to spin out a little bit, goes right up over the single log, and you don't want to do that in racing, and John Zimmer Jr. is going to take the win against Brandon Vinson. We are down to the final two now in the racing bracket. As you take a look, Monster Mutt Dalmatian, Terminal Velocity. One will advance and get 8 points, take the win, and take the driver's seat in the overall event championship chase. So we started with 8, we are down to 2 out of Christmas, Florida. This is the rookie Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. And out of Grandy, North Carolina, riding for Overboard Motorsports, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, the 2022 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year. Now we are off with racing finals in Providence, and John Zimmer Jr. has a truck-length lead over Jamie Sullivan. He's got to keep it up, though. She's putting pressure on, and John Zimmer Jr. takes the win. So a great racing bracket. John Zimmer Jr. gets those 8 points. As we take a look at our first BKT overall point standings of the night, Jamie Sullivan in second, Brandon Arthur, Brandon Vinson, each with 4, and the rest of the field has 2 points. But hey, 2 competitions remain, and somebody's going to walk out of here with the event championship. Now coming up next, drivers have another opportunity to add some more points. It's a second competition. It's the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge next on Arena in 30. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master from Providence, Rhode Island. Next up is the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. Now this is a special edition of Arena in 30. Due to there being no donut competition, we're bringing you twice the action here in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge. And up first, Brandon Tolochka, Just Get Her Done 2. This is a move he likes to call Packers Peak. I think anytime he gets that big truck up into a nose-wheeling moonwalk, he's going to take it right back over there. Complete control for Brandon Tolochka as he continues to just drive that incredible Just Get Her Done truck. And now here we go again, huge popper, and again with the Packers peak up on top of the pod this time. He's going to edge it all the way back a little bit closer to the edge, and now he's got it still. That is a picture-perfect moment. Get your phones out, take a picture, moving the back wheels. Packers peak for Just Get Her Done 2, and Brandon Talachka gets a score of 7.645. Now his sister Michaela gets an opportunity to take the lead away from her brother. She's going to go sky wheelie on attempt number 1 in Megalodon. And now coming back out second attempt, maybe she's trying for the Packers peak as well. Shades of her brother. She gets a nice popper on top of the pod and then keeps it back. Can't get the wheels all the way up. 7.015. Great move from Megalodon. Here comes Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. He's going to try to take the lead away. This is the third of fourth events here in Providence this weekend. Tony Oaks has a freestyle win. And he's trying to get another win here in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Not enough room there on the ramp, so he'll try again here. Attempt number 2. Brings it right across the center. Pod goes all the way back down the ramp, trying for a stoppie. There he goes. He flips it in gear right onto the 8-pack. Almost rolled it, is able to save it. 6.569 is the score for Tony Oaks. Here comes second-generation superstar Zack Garner in Wild Side. He goes right up over the log stack, gets a nice popper into a stoppie. And you see that truck just creeping forward. He grabs it, complete control, and now he's going to move backwards. He's got that edge of that pod right there. It's an indentation for him in the center, so he's going to have to hit that throttle if he wants to get that truck over it and out to the edge of the pod. Instead, he's rotating right there in the center, that sweet spot, and he is up, 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 and away here. He's got 20 seconds to keep this thing on its 2 wheels, and he lays it back down. Thought he could have gone for another combo move there. Instead, he goes for attempt number 2, vertical sky wheelie, and he gets a wheelie combo. He sets it down, he catches it right away, and goes across the pod. Great combo move, and that takes the lead, 8.655. Next up, the current event leader, John Zimmer Jr. in terminal velocity. He goes right down the ramp into a stoppie, directly into a nose wheelie. And now he's going to try to move it back. A lot of room on that side of the track. He may not take advantage of that right now, as he doesn't have a whole lot of time to keep it going. And instead, just an ease back and forth on the moonwalk into the nose wheelie. Got those back wheels turned into a crab walk using that rear steer as well. And shades of his teammate, he's just going to keep this thing going for that full 20 seconds. Finally sets it back down. Seems like an eternity going for a straight-up sky wheelie. Again, not much air on the lift. And 6.835 is a score for John Zimmer Jr. Coming up, more from the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, and we kick off the freestyle competition. All that and more next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master, as we continue the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. We're in Providence, Rhode Island, and up next, it's the rookie Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. Had a great racing bracket, finishing second, goes for a popper, and then runs out of room on the edge. Can she save it, though? The dog is on its side, and it is tiptoeing and teetering, and she gets the save. What a great save for Jamie Sullivan, 7.347. And here is the series points leader, Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger. He did not have a great racing competition, which is very surprising. He is a world champion. And now he's going up over the 8-pack in reverse, maybe trying for a crazy flip. Not much for Brandon. 4.951 is the score. And finally, Brandon Arthur, another rookie, making his Monster Jam debut tonight out of Ramona, California. Let's see what he does in his second attempt. Going right up over the double log stack. It's a nice sky wheelie bounce on the back 2 wheels. And 5.747 is the score. So Zack Garner is going to get the win here tonight in the Great Clips 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. That means he gets 8 points as we check out our second BKT overall event leaderboard. Jamie Sullivan now jumps to the front. How about that? 13 points. John Zimmer Jr. with 12. Zack Garner with 10. Brandon Talachka with 9. And Michaela Talachka with 7. The final competition in Providence is freestyle. Each driver gets 75 seconds to perform their best freestyle run. To get a score, drivers must complete the first 15 seconds of their run. Fans once again judging here in attendance want to see them use all the obstacles on that pod, and they want to see some creativity, technical moves, and combinations. Of course, a wow moment or two. And out first out of Ramona, California, it's Brandon Arthur. What a great debut he has had, staying consistent, keeping the truck upright, and damage at very minimal, and he's actually started to rise. He got a racing win as well. This is a kid who went to Monster Jam University, studied under Tom Mentz. He's had a successful off-road racing career, and we have another off-road racer that is quite famous in that realm as well as Monster Jam, and that's Todd LeDuc. And Todd was a big reason Brandon Arthur is currently sitting inside that Dragon truck. He reached out to Todd, said, hey, what can I do to be in Monster Jam? And they went ahead and got him started. He has gone up the ranks, gone through the training, and it's great to see Brandon Arthur shining tonight in that Dragon truck, making Cody Saucier proud. As time winds down, he tries for a sky wheelie, makes a jump, nearly clears the pod, and then spins that Dragon around. Great to see him keeping that momentum. That was a veteran move there, didn't let up at all. Take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. A 6.185 for Brandon Arthur as he made that nice jump onto the pod. Great debut here tonight in Providence for Brandon. And now Michaela Tolachka in Megalodon. Michaela, another rookie, just 20 years old, second-generation driver. Her brother on this tour as well, and Brandon learned everything from her dad, Mitch. And now she has got her own ride in this big 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. And now she's trying to sky Megalodon across the side of the pod, little cross-thread action, trying to turn that into something spectacular. Straight-up sky wheelie from Megalodon. Great to see her jumping that shark all the way up on top of that pod. Spin some dirt around, little roosting action, goes sideways again. I like what this kid is doing, runs right into the pod as well, trying to make something happen. Throwing caution to the wind. She is not going straight on most of these jumps. Great vertical jump there as well. Thought she was gonna brake check that into a pogo. Instead, she kept the throttle going and keeps her momentum solid. And now line it back up on the race ramp. She's gonna take it perfectly, veer off to the right, and then clip it down the other side of the pod. Currently sits in 4th place in the overall event standings, which is a great consistent night for her. Another jumped out over the single log obstacle on this pod. You got to be creative here, and they're doing that. Take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. And look at that score, 8.287, currently in 1st place. So a great run and a great night so far for Michaela Tolachka. Our next driver comes in just 3 points off the overall event lead. It's Zack Garner in Wildside. He got the win in the Great Clips 2 Wheel Skills Challenge and now finds himself in a battle for the event championship with his teammate John Zimmer Jr. and Jamie Sullivan. A win here would go a long way to securing that for Zack Garner. He's got 1 racing win to his name in Providence. And he currently sits 4th in the season points standings. Brandon Vinson with a huge lead so far in the season points. He's got 333. John Zimmer Jr. at 282. Tony Oaks at 272. And Zack Garner at 255. So Brandon trying to run away, but he's had an off night. So this is the time that Zack Garner needs to make his move. Straight up sky wheelie. Shades of his dad, Jamie. See that exhaust just blowing flames out. Some smoke coming out of the transmission area. Not what you want to see. He's got to finish it off here with something big. Goes up over the 8-pack. Just clips it into a wheelie combo. Beautiful finesse. He was going for the 8-pack, got the smoke, veered to the right, and took advantage of what he had, which was a great wheelie. And Zack Garner smoke out of that wild side, getting wild here tonight in Providence, Rhode Island. And that is going to do it for his run. Let's take a look at the Super Glue glued to the action replay. Here it is right here, just veered off right there on the right side of the 8-pack. Gets that smoke coming out of the tranny. 8.641 is the score, and that's going to give Zack Garner the lead. Coming up, the battle for the championship continues. Will it be Garner, Zimmer Jr., or Sullivan? Find out with more adrenaline charge action next on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. Welcome back to Providence, Rhode Island with more Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master. We are going to continue the freestyle competition, and currently leading the overall event championship race right now, it is Jamie Sullivan in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She has had a great event so far and a great night here. This will be the first event championship of her career if she can hang on to it. And I know it means a lot to her. She's going to try. So with Zack leading in freestyle, he would have 18 points, which means Jamie would need to finish no lower than 3rd here to hang on. And she still has to hold off John Zimmer Jr., of course. But a big night here for her. This has really put her on the map. This is a very tough competitive series, and she's going to go over here. Can she save it? We saw her make a great save earlier. Unfortunately, just too much on that jump, landed in the wrong spot. And take a look at the replay, 7.245. She comes right up here, just gives it a little too much, gets the angle off, and that back right wheel clips the edge of the pod, and that puts the dog on its roof. And that'll do it for Jamie Sullivan, 7.245. We'll see if she can hang on for the event championship. Here comes Brandon Vinson in Gravedigger out of Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. As I mentioned, the series points leader, a former World Finals champion, just won that last year. You want to talk about a resume Hall of Fame worthy at this point. What he has done in his career since taking over in that Gravedigger truck is just absolutely spectacular. 2018 Rookie of the Year, 2019 Triple Threat Series Central Champion, 2020 Triple Threat Series West Champion, 2021 Arena Freestyle of the Year Award winner, and 2022 Arena Championship Series West Champion. So he wins this one, this series. It'll be his 4th series championship in his career, and he would certainly be going back to Monster Jam World Finals with another World Championship on the horizon. And Brandon Vinson now over the double log stack, gets a great brake check jump. Light as a feather, stiff as a board on that landing. I know that had to feel a little bit heavier than a feather, but it looks spectacular from my angle. Clips the back 2 wheels on the pod, and he saves it. Absolute control there. That is precision from Brandon Vinson. That could have been disastrous. He caught it, shifted it right into gear, and was able to get the save and continue on with this freestyle run. He's had a quiet evening tonight with just 5 points so far. This could make it really loud. He is going for the 8-pack. He pushes it off the back 2 wheels. He is going to land it. And Brandon Vinson says, hey, 5 points don't mean nothing to me. I'm going to take this win, and I'm going to show you what I got. Let's take a look at the super glue. Glued to the action replay. Comes right up. Gets a nice push off. Lands it beautifully. And 9.776. That is enough to take the freestyle lead and hopefully salvage Brandon Vinson's night here in Providence, Rhode Island. Up on the truck. They are letting him hear it. Somebody's got to follow that, and it might as well be Brandon Tolochka out of Wisconsin. He has got a big backflip to follow. We'll see if he throws one in here on his own. Talk about great equipment. This truck, this team has some solid equipment. They've been around for a long time. His dad, Mitch, a veteran in the monster truck industry. Now his sister following in both of their footsteps on this series as a brother-sister team. Brandon's won some competitions throughout his career, and he's made his mark trying to do that here with a big freestyle run. Look at the catch right there. There's a Packers peak nose wheelie for you. Catches it right on the jump, puts it right back down. He's got all the momentum now on his side. We'll see what he can do with it. He's had a solid night so far, currently sitting 4th in the leaderboard. You got J.B. Sullivan, John Zimmer Jr., and Zack Garner. Brandon Tolochka's had a good night. Michaela Tolochka has had a good night as well. So a great evening here in Providence for the entire Tolochka family as he now goes up over the double log stack, straight up sky wheelie, and he lands it right by the 8-pack. Truck comes back around now with time ticking off the clock, goes all the way across the pod, and now flips it back for another go round. Great angle here. Beautiful jump. Brake check at a 45-degree angle of the truck. Gets the landing. And he's got a little bit of room here left. Thought maybe he was going for a donut. We didn't have the donut competition. Thought we were going to see one there. But again, the back wheels cropped right on that lip. And he catches it again in the nose wheelie. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. 7.831 right here. That catch, man. There's a lot of action here tonight in Providence. And Brandon Tolochka, what a great exit from the truck. I've never seen anybody nearly fall on purpose out of that truck, but hey, he showed it with style. And here comes Clarion, Pennsylvania's Tony Oaks in Thunderoris. As I mentioned earlier, 1 competition win this weekend in Providence already. He won freestyle. Now trying to make it 2 as we continue on with this competition. Arena Championship Series Central on the road to World Finals. And Tony Oaks been a little quiet here tonight as well, but a freestyle win goes a long way for those precious series points, and he is in a battle for 3rd place right now on this series between he and John Zimmer Jr. A beautiful new truck debuted this year. Colt Stevens driving it on Stadium Championship Series Blue, and Tony Oaks driving it here on the Central Series. Made a lot of noise on social media, a lot of anticipation. He has lived up to the hype. One of the greatest drivers you will ever meet, one of the nicest drivers you will ever meet. Very well respected among his peers, among fans, and among the Monster Jam community. Now running a little bit out of room. He's got an Austin Powers turn that thing just a little bit, edging it around. He's got it back now, and a straight up vertical sky wheelie for Tony Oaks. We've seen that a lot. You'll see that a lot on the Arena Series as they hit that double log stack. A beautiful angle of that truck. Gets it down, spins it around. Great combo move. That's an underestimated move right there, and he pulled it off great, whipping it back around and getting on that pod. 7.367 is the score for Tony Oaks in Thunderoris as you take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Our final competitor is the 2022 Co-Rookie of the Year, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Jamie Sullivan has been eliminated from championship contention, so it comes down to Overboard Motorsports teammates John Zimmer Jr. and Zack Garner. Zack is currently second freestyle, which would give him 17 points. So third place or better in freestyle gives the win to terminal velocity. Anything lower and his wild side, Zack Garner, standing on top of the podium. Great precision wheelie all the way across the pod, nearly almost into a stoppie. Broke onto the scene last season, competing in the Arena Series, was co-rookie of the year with Gravedigger's Weston Anderson. And now trying to really cement his superstar status. A series championship would go a long way to doing that, as would a berth to World Finals. Some big air there for terminal velocity. He knows what's at stake. He's got a shot at the event championship right here, and he's not going to just hand it over to his teammate, no matter how good of friends they are off the track. On the track, it's all about one thing, and that is winning a championship. Great angle there. Love that camera view as we get John Zimmer Jr. flying on this center pod. There's your donut. We got one. I knew we were going to get one in Providence tonight, roosting everybody. John Zimmer Jr. with a donut, the exclamation point as you take a look at the replay. There's the finesse wheelie climbing its way on the pod. 8.237 is the score, and that means he's not going to get the freestyle win, but he certainly got the fans in the palm of his hand. So Brandon Vinson will get the win, which moves him to fourth. Jamie Sullivan has a great night. She finishes in third. John Zimmer Jr. will stay second. Means Zack Garner moves up to first. They tie with 17. Freestyle breaks the tie. Zack Garner is your event champion. And right now we go to the track with Karina Encarnacion.
You now have 2 in a row for the season wins. Zack Garner, wild side. How are you feeling? You just took 2 in a row overalls.
You know, I'm feeling on top of the world. I can't do this without the boys in the back. Mitchell, Big John, Little John. You know what? You guys are the ones keeping this truck going. And you fans up there in the stands, what'd you guys think, Providence?
The way you just handled this track, I'm telling you, this track just loves your truck. Like, I don't know how you did it. Can you tell us how you did it?
You know, my truck's a little bit lower and a little bit wider than everybody else's here, so, you know, I could kind of sling it in there with this loose dirt and hit that concrete, just kind of slide. But I want to know one thing, Providence. What was the best part tonight of Monster Jam?
I think the best part for Zack is getting that win, his second in Providence, as he tries to climb his way to the top of the season point standings and get that automatic bid to World Finals 22. That is all the time we have. Make sure you follow us on social media at Monster Jam for the latest news, results, and updates. For Karina Encarnacion and everyone in Monster Jam, I'm Scott Jordan. Good night from Providence. We'll see you right here next time on Arena in 30, powered by Spin Master.